Hi there. This is the first in what I hope will be a short series of videos about my impending European road trip. This is a bucket list item for me, and those of you who've watched the channel before will know I have health issues and things have been pretty bad recently, and I decided I better get these bucket list items out of the way before it's too late. And this one really came to a head last week. I was down south visiting family, and I went for a visit to the ProDrive Motorsport factory with my son-in-law, who has a Porsche 911 convertible. And it was a fantastic visit to the factory. I have to say that I was amazed at what they let us see. They let us talk to engineers. That it was fantastic, really, really good. And it was organised through the Porsche Club of Great Britain or the UK. I'm not sure which it is. And I think they are 992 branch. My son-in-law has a 992. It was fantastic, and the drive there and back was fantastic, and so it kind of really brought this thing about the road trip to a head. And as soon as I got home, I started looking into it more seriously. Now, the first thing was the car. Again, those of you who watch the channel will know I have an Alfa Romeo Giulia Veloce, which I love. It is a fantastic car. I love every minute that I'm in it. It's a driver's car. You feel connected to the road. You feel connected to the car. It's just wonderful. The only problem with it in terms of this road trip is it has a roof, and I want this road trip to be in a convertible, in an open top car. So unfortunately, the Alfa has to go. Now, when I bought the Alfa, the reason I ended up with it, because I did consider at the time going for a sports car then. I was thinking about maybe a Porsche Boxster or, a Audi TT, something like that. But I needed 4 seats. I have grandchildren, and I do the school run quite often, and I take them places. So I need to have the capacity for a couple of child seats. So I opted for the Alfa because it had the 4 doors and a sports saloon, so to speak. So I went on to Autosport as one does, and I put in what my requirements were. I didn't put a make in. I just put the convertible, 4 seats. It said budget, etc., etc. There were a couple of criteria. I did consider going for something like an Alfa Spider. I love classic cars. I love Alfas. But having driven a Spider in the past, I know that the technology then for the soft tops and it's just it left a lot to be desired. Should we say? They leak, and the wind noise is horrendous. And also, Alfas of that generation are unreliable, and there's no way I could take on a trip of thousands of miles in a car that I couldn't really trust to make it to the end. So it had to be a modern car. And basically Auto Trader came up with, there were basically just 3 options, and that was Mercedes, BMW, Porsche. I wasn't keen on either the Mercedes or the BMW. I think they just looked too generic. So I opted for a Porsche. The Porsche just, it looks like a classic sports car. They're just a beautiful car. So I opted for one of them, and so that narrowed down my search on Auto Trader. And as you can see here, I put my budget, cabriolet, various other options in my price, obviously the budget, as I said. And it came up with quite a list of options. I made a short list, got down to I think about 10, and on paper, analog, which I love to do, and it was surprising that you think when you get down to, because of the budget, you're limited to specific years. I wanted the Carrera S, I wanted rear wheel drive only, rear engine, rear wheel drive to me is what a Porsche is. I didn't really want four wheel drive. And you'd think you get to that, and it's just a case of they're all the same after that. But no, the way that Porsche operate, there's a base car, and then there are so many options, and so they were all spec'd differently, all these cars. So I had to decide, what I really wanted, what was necessary for me, and so I did that, and I ended up with this one here. Which is the black Porsche Carrera S, 2006. It's from a Porsche specialist. They know the car well. They've serviced it for years. It had an engine rebuild 24,000 miles or so ago. They've checked it for bore scoring, which is an issue for Porsches of that generation. And it all seemed good. It's got a good warranty. So I've opted for that. So it's in the outskirts of London, so I'm going to have to go down and get it, drive it back up here to Scotland. I'm going to do that within the next couple of days. I've just spent some time sorting out, insurance and all that kind of thing, flights down and stuff. I had intended to fly down one day and drive it back that same day, but one of my daughters said, I think that'd be too much for you. And she's probably right. So I'm actually going to fly down the day before, spend the night with my daughter, and then drive back up the next day. So when I collect it, I'll do another little video. I will let you know whether I've made a huge mistake or whether it is actually a suitable car to do such a road trip in. I'll let you know what I think about how it feels to drive and stuff like that. When I get back, I will then start planning the actual trip, and to give you a taster, I want to do Paris. I lived in France for 15 years, so I've driven to Paris many times, but never in an open-top sports car, although I did have one while I was in France for a while, but not. I never drove through Paris in it. I'll drive down to the south of France where I lived and where I've got friends. I'll visit friends. Then through Nice and Monaco to into Italy. I want to go to Maranello. I want to visit the Ferrari Museum. The Lamborghini Museum is there. And there are various other things there. Motoring related to do, I believe. Then I'm going to come back through the Alps. I want to do some of the lovely tunnels and passes in the Alps, back through Switzerland to Germany. I want to go to Stuttgart and see the Porsche Museum, and I want to go to Nürburgring and drive the Nürburgring. I won't be racing around it, I'll just be driving around it. I just want to drive it. And then home, but that's not all. That's the kind of motoring side of the trip. But there's a lot of cultural things I want to do as well. There's a lot of other things that I want to see. So it's quite a major undertaking. So it remains to be seen whether I'll manage it in one road trip or not. Obviously, considerations, my health, time, by the time, there's a lot of miles involved, stopovers and things. It's going to be quite a long trip. Budget, I need to think about how much it's all going to cost as well. So it may end up being split and being two trips. We'll see. I'd love to do it in one, and I hope I can. but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, obviously during the trip I will do some videos, and I hope that that you guys will enjoy watching them. I will do them anyway. I love doing these things. It's something to do. I enjoy it, and people watching it as a bonus. If you guys watch these videos and like them and comment, which you often do, then that makes me very, very happy to know that not only am I doing something that I like, but other people like it too. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and I hope that you guys will look forward to seeing the videos too. So yeah, that's about it for now. As I say, I'm going a couple of days to collect the car, and I'll be doing another one of these videos then. So if you're interested, please do call back, and I'll see you then. But I'm going to say bye bye for now, and thanks for watching.